project is Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. He's past president, past district officer, and is one of our club's biggest cheerleaders. His speech is titled Current Events CV Freestyle, bringing us some local and some very far away headlines. Please welcome your anchor, distinguished Toastmaster, Carmelo Belardo.
Extra, extra, extra! Read all about it! Thank goodness I did not have to yell at when I had my paper route when I was a kid. I would have gotten beaten up every day. Our first story today, great memories from a sad day. Earlier this week, there was some sad news shared that Olivia Newton-John had passed. And that brought back some wonderful memories for me. When you think of Olivia Newton-John, what comes to your mind immediately?
Race.
And what song?
You're the one that I want.
Hopelessly devoted. So okay, sing, people. All right, Sandra D. This was sad to me because, believe it or not, this was a big part of my childhood. Has anybody ever heard of the Drake movie theater in Queens, New York? Rego Park, the infamous Drake Theater. This was one of those theaters that when you walked in and you stood still, you know, theaters have that downward slope. The floors were so slippery and sticky, you would literally slide down the aisle. It was disgusting. But it was only a quarter to get in. So we used to go there. I remember one Saturday, my cousin Francine, my sister Camille, and I, we went there at like for the matinee, paid the quarter, and I think my mom picked us up at like 9 o'clock. And we watched Grease over and over. We knew every word to every song, every dance move. Grease lightning go, grease lightning. I was going to bring my leather jacket, but I only have 7 minutes. Grease is the word. Now, there's another thing that Sandra D brings to my mind. When I was a kid, there was a few songs that had my name in it. The first one, They Call Me Mellow Yellow, from Donovan. Everybody knows that song? Oh, yeah. I'm not going to ask you to sing it. The next one is a Led Zeppelin song. And there's a line in the song called Mellow is the Man. And that's me. But Olivia had this song, which was the #1. Have you ever been mellow? Have you ever tried to find the comfort from inside? What I'm going to do about that. But it was bittersweet because she had a long battle with breast cancer. And it was sad to hear that she passed, but it brought back so many wonderful memories. And today I get to share them with you, so that's even better. In other news, last week, distinguished Toastmaster Jeff Rufino was the vote tabulator. He was the vote counter, standing, sitting. And he gave us some sad statistics at the end of the meeting. And the statistics, I don't have the exact numbers, but just picture this. There's 40 people in the room, and there were less than a third of the people in the room cast ballots. Man, everybody has one of these in front of you. And for our guests, if you don't remember the names, please ask someone sitting next to you, because this means a lot to some of us. And the top part has places where you can write some comments, your opinion, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you really didn't like. And some of us, if we don't want it to be known who wrote it, we just sign Roy Shear's name to it. But I do encourage you to put your name on these things because some of us keep them. This is just a small bag of some of mine. I have several bags, and sometimes my wife will come over and say, hey, I found this, do you want it? And I'll look at it. It's one of those slips with some writing on it. And I read it. And sometimes there's a date on it, sometimes there isn't. Most of the time there's no name on it, so I don't know who wrote it. I don't know what speech it was for. Sometimes I can figure it out, but it's great to go back and read those. Sometimes I'm there for 2 hours just looking through one of my bags and reading the slips. So I do encourage you to fill those out because it's really important for the feedback and for guests. If you decide to join, you will get those slips. Hopefully today, there's 43 people in the room. Hopefully we'll get at least 25 or 30 of those slips, right, fellow speakers? Thank you. And now, our editorial.
No.
This week, something happened that has never happened in America before. Never. It's happened in German history, Great Britain's history, in the colonies, the American colonies. It's happened in Russia, it's happened in China, I'm sure it happened in Venezuela, where the secret police raid your home and search for your property or take you away. Now this happened not only to somebody this week, but it happened to a former United States president. This is the United States Constitution. If you're not familiar with it, I encourage you to read it and study it and learn about it, because without this, I don't think we would be here today. The IRS is now hiring over 80,000 IRS agents. And on the job requirement, it says you must have a willingness to use deadly force.
It's true.
It's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Think about that. You're getting ordered, and you could get killed. Why does an IRS agent need to use deadly force?
Money.
Think about it. Now I ask you, please, if you're not paying attention to what's going on in our country, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, I don't care who you voted for, but this is the United States of America. There's not another country in the world like it. And this Constitution copy is for you.